My name's Bryan Weir, I'm third generation of Weirs in Cotton Tree. We formed this little committee called Don't Rock the Maroochy to try and preserve cotton tree as it is and how it has been forever. I've got a friend here, Mal Pratt, who's the same as me. He grew up here and loves the beach, loves surfing, loves fishing and the lifestyle that we have here. Mal?
Oh, Bryan, I think we were incredibly fortunate to grow up here right in Maroochydore and Cotton Tree, you know, where the mighty Maroochy meets the Pacific Ocean. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world, and if we allow a rock wall to be built there, it's going to restrict the hundreds of people that use the Cotton Tree Basin, you know, the ski paddlers, the kayak paddlers, the surfers, kiteboarders, you know, people that camp here, right, the kids that fish, and you know,
the reasons why people come to Cotton Tree, I guess, like the holiday makers that are passionate like we are about it.
Exactly. You know, and so, you know, if we allow Flathead Point, Bryan, to migrate north with the natural sand movement, and the sand up the east coast of Australia does constantly move north, if we allow Flathead Point to go, the river mouth eventually will migrate to the north side of Pincushion.
That's right.
You know, and if they armour plate Pincushion, it perhaps will always stay there. I believe the technical data that we've been collecting now by a source of different engineers has proven that that could be. So by doing absolutely nothing, the river mouth will naturally take care of itself. And then we armour plate Pincushion, and they've solved a lot of problems.
Exactly, yeah. The only worry is if they do happen to rock wall it or even exchange the sandbags for rock, which are intrusive and ugly, you know, you could sort of wreck it forever. And at the moment we've got a world-class wave at the front there, you know, on some of the best surfs I've ever had, and I've travelled overseas a bit, and you know, from what I've heard from other people that have travelled to, you know, some of the major surfing destinations, that it's hard to beat when the river mouth is on, and to lose that would be devastating for us as surfers. What do you think, Mal, as a developer?
Well, Bryan, some developers are conservationists, and I've had the opportunity to have travelled a lot, which has been really great, and every time I come back to the Sunshine Coast, in particular to Maroochydore and Cotton Tree, we live in the best part of the world, and our basin here at Cotton Tree is just pristine. It's a wonderful, wonderful place.
Yeah, it's certainly something special, and you don't realise until you go away, you know, what you're actually missing, and coming back you're thinking, my goodness, yeah, this is beautiful. And it happens to a lot of people that, you know, visitors that come here, they say to us, you know, this is something special, you've got to try and preserve it.
Yeah, and if we limit by a rock wall, that will limit the amount of people that can actually use the basin at Cotton Tree. There's ski paddlers and surfers, as we said before, and right, it's only going to be the skillful that will survive there.
That's right, yeah, the bags are super friendly. If they exchange the sandbags for rock, it's, you know, it'd be devastating, because of the kite surfers and the wind surfers and the surfers, the kids that are learning to surf, you know, it could be quite dangerous.
And the fishing boats, the guys going out fishing, it's much better to be over the beach break than it is on a rock wall.
Totally, yeah. No, we're really fortunate the way it's working at the moment, and why change it?
That's it. Why spend any money on it? Just leave it alone.
Exactly.
Well, Bryan, not are we just passionate about Cotton Tree and the river mouth, but there's now data we've supported from engineers all up and down the east coast about what needs to be done, and it's certainly the rock wall's not the answer. In about 1955-56, Dewporth Avenue flooded, and it wasn't from the rainwaters, it was from the ocean swell. The surge came in.
Yeah.
And if we have a big ocean surge and a lot of water coming out of the hills, the rainwater, if we don't have floodplains, then it can only go one way. It collides around Maroochydore itself, and it will go up.
Could be quite disastrous for us.
It's disastrous. Yeah. So no matter what they do at the river mouth, it won't let the water get away quicker. You'll always have that ocean surge. So.
That's exactly right, yeah. It's a major issue with most coastal towns have got the same problems we have with tidal surge, and if we don't do something, you know, to protect that, as in, you know, leaving the sandbags and Flathead Point and all those areas there, which, you know, saves our CBD from a tidal surge. By putting a big rock wall out there, that's certainly going to escalate the water flow and speed up the sand that will, you know, disappear from Flathead Point and the other banks.
That's right, Bryan. So if you want to know more and get behind Don't Rock Maroochy, it's really important. So check out our website, www.don'trockthemaroochy.com.au.